Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Tech Talk with Judy and Tricia. We apologize, we're joining a bit late, 8 minutes late. It was due to some technical difficulties that we experienced, and we're just trying our best to sort it out because we know that today is going to be a fabulous day. We've got in the house with us Mabel. Hi, Mabel. Hi, Mabel. Mabel, if you can hear me, can you say hi? Hi, Mabel.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. Yeah, can you hear me?
I can't hear you, Judy.
Oh dear. Um, if you can hear me, can you just say hello? Roman, Dr. Vivian, great to have you here. Roman, great to have you here. And thank you for waiting till we came online. But if you can hear me, can you just say something? Trisha, welcome, 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 welcome. If you can hear me, say hi. Say hi. Say hi. You're on mute, Mabel, if you can hear me. You are on mute.
I can hear you now, Judy.
All right, then, beautiful. Okay, so hi everyone. Hi everyone. Roman says you can hear me clearly. Once again, I would like to apologize to everyone on Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever you're joining us from. We had some technical hitches, and we're glad to be back here to get today. So without wasting much time, we're just going to go straight into our program because we're already like 10 minutes gone and we have got lots and loads of, nuggets that we've got here to share. Mabel is ready. She's ready to kick off. And yeah, so before we start off, Mabel, I'm just going to say hi to everyone. Hi, Ada. Hi, Robert. Hi, Dr. Vivian. Hi, everyone joining us. If you're here, just drop a hi for us so that we know that we've got people listening to us, and yeah, we're ready to go. So, Mabel, can you give us a brief introduction of yourself?
Um, Hello, everyone. It's a wonderful day. It's beautiful outside. It's so good to be here. I've been looking forward to this particular um, opportunity. For want of time and work and everything, I haven't been able to be part of this, but I'm so glad to be here. My name is Mabel, and I'm the co-founder of Transition to Tech. Um, it's great to be here. We all know at one point in time in our lives, we have all transitioned from the things that we do as to our family members, to our kids, to our colleagues. In terms of changing jobs, we have all transitioned at one point in time. And so today we're just going to dive into transitioning. So it's not something new. It's not the first time. It's just that we haven't paid attention to it. So many of us have changed jobs a couple of times, not just once, not twice. We've changed several jobs in our lifetime, in our career. So today we're just going to highlight those things that make it possible for you to go into tech without seeming like, oh, I'm not fit for this job, or it's impossible, or age is not on my side, I don't have what it takes, I'm just not cut out for those kind of things. If you look back and take stock and then you look at it, what we want to do today is point you in that direction, so you look at it from where we're seeing it from, and you know that, oh yeah, it's achievable, it's something I can do. So yeah, basically that's it. It's good to be here again. Thank you very much for
Yes.
having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. And what I've noticed is that yeah, before we even go into it, I'm just gonna like say what the topic is about today. And it's a very, very interesting topic because like you said, a lot of us have the skills without even realizing that we have got the skills, and we are sitting on life-changing opportunities. We've got skills that, if we hone them, we are going to get these jobs. So it is very interesting that we've got this topic going on today, and it's how you can leverage your skills that you've already got, your God-given skills, your God-given talent that you've already got, to be able to land a job in tech, to be able to transition into tech. And yeah, I know you're going to do justice to it. So I'll just, the floor is all yours. Please go ahead. Let us know those skills. There are a lot of skills, soft skills that we've got, and we can, hone those skills for different aspects of tech. Yeah, tech is not just, it's tech is quite broad. It's not just streamlined to one particular career path. It's actually broad. So can we just hear from you? What are those skills that we can, use as
So
to
first of
pivot into
all,
tech?
what I want you to know is you're not starting from scratch. So most people are concerned, oh, how am I going to get there? I'll have to start from the beginning. You won't be starting from scratch. I Before I transitioned into tech, I used to be an administrator. So transitioning, it just made it easy for me to be it. It helped me, it enhanced it. So the point is, when you transition, all the skills that you've accumulated over the period helps you achieve, it helps you narrow it down. And then you look at it and realize, okay, this is what I'm good at, this is what I think I can do. So um, let's just get into it. For example, we're talking now, it's communication. In tech, you just need to be able to communicate. You need to be able to communicate to your colleagues. You need to be able to communicate to management. You need to be able to communicate to customers. All of that. You need to be have problem solving skills. We all have it. As parents, your kids come to you all the time. They have one problem or the other. You're trying to figure it out. When you wake up, for me, I wake up in the morning. Before I even get out of bed to say, oh, thank you, Lord, for this wonderful day, I'm already calculating 1,001 things I have to do for the day, how to get my son ready for school, how to make sure everything is working, all the things I'm going to do when I get to work, all the things I'll do with my colleague. There's so many things. And you have to solve every of those problems. So problem solving skill is one of those things. Project management, you need project management. We're all project managers. As a mother, you run your home. As a father, you run your home, you run your businesses. So you can run a project, you can manage a team, you have analytical skills. Some people look at things, they look deep into it, they can analyze it, critically examine that thing, and see what will come out of it. Those are the skills you require in tech. Attention to details, adaptability, to be able to adapt whatever situation you find yourself. We all do it every day. Whatever you see, you just take it as it comes and you move on to the next. Those are all the skills you require in tech. Your ability to teach, your ability to train, that which you know. In the office, your colleague can come to you, oh, I don't understand this software application. And you put them through. It's easy for you. Say, oh, do it like this, don't do that, put this way, go there, do this, and then you resolve that issue. Those are all the qualities that you require in tech. And as you can see, we all have it. It's ingrained. It's all the things that we have, but we are not conscious. We are not paying attention to it. So basically, those are the transferable skills that you require in tech. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And I quite agree with you, Mabel. But yeah, you've mentioned a lot of soft skills that we, we can use, we can leverage to get into tech. So, for instance, you've spoken about adaptability. How is that adaptability skill able to, help you in your tech career?
It's easy to adapt in any situation you find yourself. If you go out, I just take basic example. If you go out in the morning, you're standing at the bus stop, you want to get on a bus, and the bus is not coming, and you have to get to work. What do? You take a cab and you get to work because you have to be at work at a certain time, and you get to where you're going. You get to the office. Oh, you forgot your laptop at home. You can't work. You can ask your colleague to give you their laptop. You put it on. You have presentation. You present. There are so many ways we adapt. You go to the kitchen in the morning as a parent. I will use myself as a mom, and you're trying to make up something for your kids to eat. You realize, oh, they've run out of juice and they have to go to school. What do? you figure out something else to give to them. You put something else in that, you package it, and you get them ready, and you send them off to school. There's so many ways we can adapt to different situations, and we all do it every time. You wake up in the morning, you say, okay, the prices of things have changed. What do? You find a way around it to make it work, to work with that finances that you have, to make sure that all your needs are met. We adapt. So adaptability is something we are all used to, we are all part of, and it's something we do all the time. So, and you require it in tech. It's one of those skills that you require because you're not working alone, you're going to be working with colleagues, you're going to be working in a team, and situations will present themselves. Customers want different things at different times. The needs of the customers are changing. You'll be able to adapt to be able to achieve all the things that you require. Yeah.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And I'll just take we've got Roman's comment here pinned. Roman has said adaptability in tech is the bread and butter of any tech branch. You may not be good at maths, but you can compensate for it with other skills. In testing, it's not Boolean algebra, it's the Tetris. So
That's
yeah.
just
You just said it in another way, Roman. Thank you for that. So I was just going to ask. I know I would say to get the devil is a liar because I know how hard you prepared for this particular episode, and now we're kind of like flustered. We're not able to do what you wanted to do because I know you were able to share screens, and I was able to take a sneak peek at the screen sharing that you were going to do for us, and I know there were lots of value in it, but yeah, we'll just carry on. So I know that we have got different branches of tech. Yeah. So if you are able to, help us or, come up with, I want to do software testing. What are the soft skills that are applicable to software testing? Or I want to do data analysis. What kind of soft skill can I apply? Do I have? So, matching the soft skills that you may have to the particular tech career path you want to go for. Can you help us with that?
um, software testing is just looking for problems before they arise, before you send out that goods to the public, before the app becomes usable. You just test for those problems. We all do it every day. Before the problem arises, you want to find a solution. Once you have an eye for it, give me a minute. Sorry, just give me a minute. My laptop is hanging. Sorry, Judy, can you carry on? My laptop is hanging.
All right, then that's fine. So I believe what you're trying to say is that as a software tester, the skill that you should be able to come up with. So if you have like an attention for detail skill, you will be good at software testing. So I think I put it in one of my posts on LinkedIn where I said if you are oversabi, you don't just take things as it is. You want to try to get to know more, and that is what in local Nigeria parlance we call oversabi. You will be good at software testing. So software testing, you have to have an attention to detail. You have to have great communication skills. You have got to have uh what else? An eagle's eye. So you would not want the software to just go live. While you're employed
Yeah,
as a software tester, you are employed as a software
to
tester to be able
find the
to catch.
mistakes,
Yeah, yeah. Are
you're
you able to
checking
go
the
carry on?
system to make sure it's working properly.
You can carry on.
Yeah. So basically, as a software tester, you're employed to find mistakes before it happens, before that app goes live, and to
Yeah.
make sure it's working properly. Um, as a quality assurance person, you want to check for errors. You test for all of those mistakes. As business analyst, You want to make smart decisions with data that you see, all the data every day. As parents, we check our children's results, we check their homework, we check their assignments, all of those things. Those are all skills that we already have. It's already ingrained in us. You want to check to make sure that everything, as a business analyst, you want to compare what this company is selling, what this other company is doing. Those are the things we do every day. If you go to the market, you know prices off your head. Most times I go to a shop, I know the price in this shop, I know the price in a different shop. So I know where to get things that are cheap in this shop. I know where to get things that are cheap somewhere else. So when I'm buying things, I know where to go for what. Those are all the soft skills that it requires. Yeah.
Okay, so for like data analysis, because I know a lot of people are into data analysis now. What kind of skills do you think a data analyst, soft skills that would be good for you to be able to pivot into a data analyst career path?
Your ability to analyze data, your ability to look at things and to put two and two together. Those are the skills that you require. Like I said, every parent, you check your child's report card every month. You check your receipts, you are checking for errors, you are calculating, you are putting it together. You all of those things, they help you to analyze it and to come up. Even as a nurse, you're working in the hospital, yeah? You look at all the patients when they come, the number of patients that see the doctor at the end of the month. From the corner of your head, you can say, oh, I've seen like 20 patients today. You're already doing data analysis. You are calculating this period, certain number of people had flu because it's cold season. That's data analysis as an individual. So there are opportunities. It can be in any field. It can be where you are. You don't even have to change to a different job. Even that job where you are, all you just need to do is to upskill and become that in that place where you work. as
Yeah.
a as a coach, you can calculate the number of goals that have been scored that month by each player. You can know the number of kicks they've done. You All of those data, you are putting it together. At the end of the period, you know what moves to make. You know where to place which player. You know what to do with this person. Okay, this period, this person didn't do much, or I don't think this position is good for this person. You are working with all the information you have. That's data analysis. And you come up with a plan that helps your team achieve its goal. That's data analysis right there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know some people are more they tend more into like numbers. They're good with numbers. They can, just see something and analyze it at the top of their head. When you know you have got that kind of skill, why are you sitting down not doing,
Doing
a
anything
data
about it.
analyst role? Yeah, you should be looking into data analysis. And someone did say to me, one of my managers did say to me that why would you be mediocre at something where you can be great at something that you love doing? So all the soft
Absolutely.
skills that you've got, why are you sleeping on it? You can, when you know that you've got this kind of skills. And some people say, I don't think I've got any soft skill. I don't think I've got anything. I don't think everybody has got a soft skill. Like for
We do.
instance, yeah, graphic designers. Yeah, you're a graphic designer, and yes, graphic design, it's a very good career path for you to take. But if you want to like take it up a notch higher, you can go into UI/UX design. So when you do stuff like that, you can use it in another career path. So like UI/UX, if you're a graphic designer, or you just like putting things together, you can use it for UI/UX and all
Yeah.
of that. You like to see things come to life. So
Basically, when you use your phone, your laptop to make sure it's working, when you buy a gadget, you buy a phone, for example, you test it, you check all of the um, functionalities in the laptop or the phone. You make sure the apps are working. You're just doing trial and error. That's UI/UX. You just make sure that the app is working properly before it's put out to use.
yeah, Yeah, and we're going to read from Roman here. It says manual testing is still the foundation of testing. Correct,
Mm,
absolutely. And he has said automation does not replace it. I agree with you. Many aspects of testing require human intuition, and you can't put that into any script in any language. So just like AI these days, you know, for automation testing that we're talking about software testing right now, you are the one that is going to, write the programming language, you're going to write the script, and it's able to automate the whole process of testing. So it is what you feed it. If you do not have a background of manual testing, if you don't even have attention to detail, what are you going to be feeding into the tool for you to be able to automate it? So yes, Roman is very correct. And
mm.
before we carry on, is anyone missing Trisha here right now? Nobody has said in my comment section, where is Trisha? I'm going to report Trisha to you. Nobody missed her. That's not fair at all. So yeah, Trisha is unavoidably absent. We can
Because she's
feel
busy
the
at school.
yeah, we can feel that. Oh, it's quite dull. Trisha is the one that gives us our ginger here right now, and we don't
Mm-mm.
have her here. So hopefully we're gonna have her next episode. So while we're missing Trisha, Trisha would usually have introduced, Transition to Tech Academy. I'll just introduce Transition to Tech Academy. And Transition to Tech Academy, this program is brought to you by Transition to Tech Academy because Transition to Tech Academy is the one-stop hub for all things transitioning into tech. So you've got your communication skills. You are very good at attention to detail. You have adaptability skills. Like Taiwo said, I pinned that comment earlier. Taiwo said, if you're a Nigerian, you have inborn adaptability skills in you.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm sure
Absolutely.
everywhere, everybody, without even us knowing, yeah, you're used to having like you said, you're used to having conflicts for breakfast every morning, but you run out of conflicts and you have to have breakfast and you go for rice crisps. That is adaptability coming into play. So we all have these adaptability skills and we can use it because we can use it to actually transition. It is not just, oh, I have to know all the codes. I need to know programming codes before I can transition. I need to be able to write a JavaScript. I need to be able to. No, 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 no. Look inwards to you. And that is what Transition to Tech Academy is helping you to do. So, Transition to Tech Academy is actually helping those people who have no tech background, who have no tech experience, who are not even techie. When you say someone is techie, someone that is, usually would not actually go into a tech career path, but they want to do that because, of course, we know that the world is going tech right now. We are able to help you transition from a non-tech background into a career in tech, and we do that by looking at the soft skills that you have got. We look at honing those soft skills that you've got and trying to help you. So for software testing, analytical skills, for data analysis, being able to look at data and just be able to analyze it at the top of your fingers.
We're going to look,
Project
say,
management, being able
cyber
to,
security, for example, is protecting what matters,
yeah.
important information. And we do it as parents. You want,
Mm.
you're checking what your children are watching on TV, you're checking their phone, make sure they're not going to the wrong place. That's security right there. That's cyber security. You're making sure there's parental control when they're watching programs on TV, just keeping them safe. You talk to them about it. If somebody's chatting you up, you don't know them, don't accept those kind of requests, just generally being safe. You're looking out for them. You teach your children not to talk to strangers. You teach your employees to avoid phishing scam at work. You tell your colleagues, say, oh, that link, if they send you a link to say, the other day I was talking with you, that I was saying somebody was sending me an invite to come and speak in America, and they're sending me a link to click on. Why will I click on that kind of link? So those are all the kind of things. So you're telling your colleagues, you're telling your neighbors, you're telling your friends, you're telling your family, you're telling your kids. that cyber security, right there. You're locking your doors. So you see, it just comes to you naturally. Before you go to bed, you check all the windows, you check the kitchen door, you make sure everything is safe, you put out the lights, you put your security camera on. That's it. You don't need any other thing. So those are all the soft skills that you can transfer, that are transferable, that helps you to pivot into tech. Yeah.
Yeah, and that brings us back to Transition to Tech Academy. So we are
Mm.
able to help you, discover all those skills and, help you to actually transition to tech. And that is for Transition to Tech Academy. Thank you very much, Mabel, for, your insights on cybersecurity and how, we are doing cybersecurity without even knowing it. Yeah, you are doing cybersecurity without even knowing it. So why don't you get paid for doing cybersecurity? Yeah, and I used to um, when I teach in software testing, because for transition to tech, I usually would take software testing. I say to people, every single day of our life we're testing. Why are you not getting paid to actually do software testing? Yeah, you're going to buy a new car. You have to test drive before you actually drive out from the dealership. Why are you not being paid for that? Because you can take that same experience of testing a new car that you bought into testing the software. So we can leverage on those kind of skills to be able to transition into a career path in tech. So Mabel, we want to hear more from you. Just,
Okay. So when you help family members, for example, I remember my mom, she sees the latest phone, she wants it, but she can't use it. But she
Mhm.
just has to have the phone because it's fine, it's shiny, it looks good. So you buy the phone and then you start teaching her how to use that phone. That's IT support. You show there's this new app. You say, okay, you tell your child, this is the app you can use, this is how you go around it. That's IT support right there. Every day you're organizing parties, you're organizing functions, you go shopping, you're troubleshooting. You buy a laptop, you put the laptop on. I got a new laptop. I put the laptop on. The first time it was fine, and then suddenly the laptop is hanging. I had to start troubleshooting it myself. That's IT support. So it just comes to you naturally when there's a problem and you rise up to that problem without realizing it. Those are all the skills you require in tech. Let's
Yeah.
take another example, digital marketing. So many of us, we're on social media, we are putting up posts without even noticing it. You are showing off your dress, you are showing off new hairstyles, you're writing posts, you are doing things. You, you're just being yourself. You don't have anything. You're writing, you're beautifully, you're putting out things there, you're always showing up, without realizing it. Those are all the soft skills that you require. You know, when you help small businesses, my sister is very good at it, Judy. You come to her, without even asking for for help, she's already reminding you, oh, why don't you do this, why don't you go like this, for that your business, do it like this, it will help you, do it like this, go in this direction, do it every single day, every single time. And it's what she did with me. Before now, I used to be an administrator working in a hospital. I never thought. And she said to me, oh, why don't you consider transitioning? I'm like, oh no, I don't think I can. But you already have it. You're an administrator. You're working in the office, you're managing teams, you are doing all the things, you're organizing promotions, you're writing exams, you're employing people. Those are all the skills that are required. And then I thought inward and I said, yeah, I think I have it. And then I was able to do it. God bless you, Judy. Otherwise, I would have still been stuck in that my job, you
Yeah.
know. And this is me now talking to you and sharing all this information. So, without even knowing, it's for you to sit down, look back, take stock, and ask yourself, what is that thing I'm good at? Some people have strength in a particular area than the other. It's for you to ask yourself, what is my strength? What do I like to do most? Do I like to talk to people? Do I like to share? Do I like to communicate? Or I just like to be withdrawn? I can be on the side, but I'm thinking deep. I'm very analytical. I look at the problem. I think deep into it. Those are the skills. You figure that your strength. and then you begin to work with it. Because it's confusing. You ask yourself, which direction do I want to go? What do I want to do? You have to look at what works for you, what you love doing, and then you begin to apply it. That's when you make the most out of it. So that's when you benefit from it. Otherwise, it will feel like work to you. And you don't want to transition to tech and you feel bothered by it, encumbered by it. But if you follow the path that your strength is, it enhances you, it brings out the best in you, it helps you to shine. And then you be the best version of yourself. And you will love doing what you do. Because as long as you enjoy doing what you do, you keep doing it and you keep getting better and better. But if you just do it, oh, because my neighbor is doing it, oh, my friend is doing data analysis, oh, for that reason, if you're not good at calculating, if you're not good at analyzing and you want to do data analysis, you see that you get stuck at some point. I tell you, my first job after NYSC, I worked in an audit firm in Victoria Island. And my boss was very driven. He was a chartered accountant. He wanted me to be a chartered accountant. I don't like accounting for any reason, but to please him and to keep working there, I had to register. I had to register in ICANN. Believe it or not, I started it, but I didn't finish it. I didn't want, and my boss, because he was driven and he was a chartered accountant, he tells you, look, you have to be chartered. And I said to him, That's not my skill. I like to communicate with people. I like to talk with people. I like to help people see reasons. I like to help people achieve their goals. But he says, no. The luck I had with that, will I say his luck or his faith? He decided for some reason he wanted to relocate back in Nigeria. He wanted to relocate back to the north in Kano. And I was living in the city of Lagos. And I said, oh, unfortunately, I can't go to Kano because all of their practices, all of their beliefs, I'm not a practitioner of it, and I will not be able to fit in. So I didn't go. So those are all the things that you need to look at that will help you decide and narrow down the path that you want to take. For you, it will just become a walk in the park. Once you love doing what you're doing, you can do it. You are tired, you can do it, you're sleeping. It doesn't feel like work to you because you're enjoying it. But when you do something else because your neighbor is doing it and you say, oh, she's making six figures, your strength is in that thing that you're good at. That's when you will shine. And that's when you will be the best version of yourself. And then you begin to reap the rewards of it. So, in essence, I'm saying is the skills that you want to bring out to fore is your strength that will help you be the best version of yourself instead of doing it because, oh, my friend did it, oh, because my neighbor did it, oh, because my colleague did it. At some point, you will burn out, you will tire out, you'll be exhausted, and you will bite your fingers. And we don't want that, do we? But in this age and the time that we're in, we require technology for every facet of our life, for everything we're doing. So we need to make up our minds that that tech, we have to be in it. We have to put our full chest on and say we want to move forward. We want to learn that skill. We want to upskill. We want to upgrade. We want to do what needs to be done to help us be the best version of ourselves. Thank you. Over
Yeah,
to you,
yeah.
Judy.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Maybe.
can.
All right then. Okay, so I just want us to know, and thank you very much for that great insight. Totally invaluable. But I just wanted to find out, as people who are trying to, navigate, and they just heard what you've said. Oh, it's brilliant. I'm a good communicator, so I can go into, project management, or I'm good at organizing. I've organized 10 birthday parties, all the burial ceremonies in my family. I was the one that put it together. All the birthday parties, I was the one who did it. Yeah,
Hmm.
and they're pumped up. They want to start going into it. What is the first step you would advise them to take if they are going to, transition into a career in tech with all the
So,
skills they've got?
so first of all, you will ask yourself, like I said, what are my strengths? It is your strength that you're looking at, not your weaknesses. What are my strengths? And those skills that I have, how can I bring them to fore?
Mm.
That's what you should ask yourself first. And these skills, how can I enhance this skill to achieve it? If, for example, I want to go and apply as a project manager, I will bring my strength as a mom and how I can run my home, how I can manage my home and be able to apply it. So you have to sit down, and that's the reason why Transition to Tech is here. We have a workbook that helps you, like a roadmap, to look at the directions, all the different directions you can go without even realizing it. All the paths you can take, all the things you can do that helps you achieve, get to that goal that you want to go to.
Mm. Yeah, okay. So the first step is to just look inwards, and yeah, you understand that this is what you want to do. Then you go to a training institute. Transition to Tech is one of them, and start getting yourself ready. Now, question: if we have got all of the skills, we've done the training, yes, we understand what we're going to do. How are you able to, use those skills, those transferable skills in your CV, to be able to project that I am good at this kind of thing? Do you just list them out to say great attention to detail, great analytical skills, great communication skills, and all of that? Or do you try to tie it together with your previous work experience?
You've just answered it. You tie it together with your work experience. All of those things make you who you are and helps you to achieve that goal. So when you look at the job role you're applying for and all the soft skills that you have, you tie it together with the experience. Most businesses, anyway, they want people with experience. They want people that have it. They don't want a greenhorn. They know that, oh, you've been doing this before, you've done this before, so you have experience here, you have the experience there. All of it will add up together to make you a better person, that for a better fit. I remember during my NYSC back in Nigeria, I served in Chevron, in Warri Delta State to be specific. Then, when they were recruiting, they were not looking at qualification. I used to be in HR, and then they moved me to logistics. They were not looking for your qualification. So you can have 3 degrees, you can have everything. Those skills that you have as an individual, your soft skills, was what got you the job, because they are able to train you on the job. So the soft skills are more important than the qualification, than the certification. But most people think, oh, it's the certification that you require. Not necessarily so. It is that soft skill that you have. If you can drive, for example, a badge or a forklift, and you go to a company that requires a um, driver of a forklift or a badge, would they be looking for somebody with BSc in forklifting or driving? No, they want somebody that is able to drive the badge or operate the forklift operator. So that's what we're saying. Those things that you have built up over the years, the experiences that you have gathered, is what helps you and defines you. So when you add it to the qualification that you have, it makes you a better fit for that job than a greenhorn, that somebody that's just starting afresh, somebody that is new to that. So it gives you an edge over everybody else. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. So that is so great. I appreciate that answer to that question. So what you have just said, I'll just try to reiterate, is that when you're looking into getting a job, you've looked inwards, you've done your CV, and now you're trying to get a job. Just put in all those your soft skills in your CV, and that will speak for you. Yeah, that is absolutely correct, and that is brilliant. Right now, I want to apologize again. I don't know what is going on right now, but all the systems just seem to be crashing, and we may not be able to uh, do what we used to do, like our tech talk, because I'm unable to actually drive that right now. hashtag tech talk. You know how we do it for our giveaway. I'm unable to do that right now because the systems today have just decided to, they don't want us to, they don't want us to shine, but yeah, we'll shine irrespective. So we'll just carry on like that without doing the tech talk. So audience, please, my apologies. That means next episode we're gonna have two winners, and to all our previous winners also, I'll be getting in touch with you to, uh, send in your winnings. Okay, so we've spoken about what the next steps to do, how to position yourself with your CV. But I want to ask this question right now. Yeah, we have different soft skills, so I'm going to just throw a question. It's quite a funny question, but what if your skill or your talent is cooking? Which tech career path do you think cooking would fit into? So, okay, so people, oh, I am not, I don't have attention to detail. All I like to do is cook. That is my talent. That is my skill. What career path do you think what career path in tech do you think your cooking skills would be able to help you in?
Cooking requires more than just cooking. You have to figure all the ingredients you need to use. There are so many parts to it. There's so many layers to cooking. You have to have the right ingredients. You have to have gas available. You have to have the time. So when you decide, oh, you want to cook, even if you're adapting, you're cooking with whatever is available, you need to come up with a plan. You come up with an idea. Oh, because I have these ingredients, I can be able to cook this. That's analytical thinking right there. So it's not just cooking that is the soft skill. You are able to think and to reflect and to deep dive into all the things. Oh, if I have just bread and butter, I can make toast and spread the bread on it, and that's fine. If I have mayo on it, I can throw in some salad, and so it's not just the cooking aspect of it. Even if you want to cook and you're very good at cooking, you have to have the right ingredients, you have to have the right texture of food. When it comes out, you have to present it. So you see that cooking is not just the only skill you have. Presentation is part of it. Being able to analyze it, being able to put the things together, being able to, so you have so many layers of soft skills
Skills, yeah.
without even noticing it.
Mm,
So
yeah.
mostly it's not even the soft skills. We should ask ourselves, what are the barriers that are preventing us, and holding people from transitioning? I will use my mother as an example. She wants the latest phone, but she doesn't know how to use it. So she gets the phone, she keeps it. You send her a message on WhatsApp, she doesn't read it because she doesn't use it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't blame her, she's old, but she wants the latest phone. So you are teaching her how to use it. She said, oh, leave me, my child, Jerry, I'm too old. So what is the point of having this phone? You should just have a basic phone. She said, no, I like this phone. I like the way it looks, so I want it. So we say, okay, because you like this phone and you want to use it, you should be able to use some of those things, you know. So the point is, what are those things that are holding you back, that is preventing you from transitioning? I shouldn't have gotten to this point, but we're running out of time, so I'm just going to
Mm.
quickly do it. You want to ask yourself, oh, am I too old to start? I did a master's recently, to 2023. I was the oldest in my class. I could have said, no, I don't want to do it. But I still went ahead to do it. It was very tiring, especially because my first master's degree was almost 16 years ago, 16, 17 years ago. But I said to myself, okay, I want to do this because I need to evolve. I need to, improve
Okay.
myself. And
Yeah.
I went ahead to do it. I had 18, 19-year-olds in my class. And I used to tease them. I said, look, I'm older than most of your parents, but don't worry, we will find a way around it and I will be able to. And as it turns out, I did very well in school. I had a distinction in school. with all the 20-year-olds, the 21-year-olds that had just finished university, that were free without responsibilities, I was still able to manage all of those things and put everything together and still go to school and still wake up in the night to read and still be a mom and still go to work and still do all of those things. So the point I'm trying to make is, don't let anything stop you. Don't let anything be a hindrance to you. Don't say, oh, I'm too old to start something new, oh, for that reason. You can start wherever you are. Like we said, you already have the skills in you. All you need to do is look inwards. You don't have a tech background, it's fine. What is the background that you have? I'm coming from admin. I can manage people. My previous job, before I transitioned into tech, I was an administrative officer. I was recruiting staff. I was writing letters. I was conducting promotion exams. People were going on leave, maternity leave. They were coming. You were resolving issues, different things. People were absconding from work. So all of those things, you're managing your colleague, you're managing your unit, you're managing staff, you're managing patients. People come to you individually. And back then, because I was working in the hospital, everybody thought I was a doctor. I kept saying to them, I'm not a doctor. I'm an administrator working in the hospital.
But yeah,
Everybody that was sick,
that's project management skills right there.
exactly,
That's
everybody that was sick will call me. Oh, their friends are sick, their neighbors are sick. They say, oh, go to this hospital, go and look for Auntie May. Tell her you're from me. I was always solving one problem. So it was easy for me to transition because I'm able to manage all of those things. I can help people achieve their goals. I can help people meet their needs. You come to me with a problem, I want to be able to solve it. You're a problem solver. I didn't have a technical background. So you do not require a technical background. You can't say tech is too hard. Not every tech job requires, technical skills. Those tech teams, who is managing them, who is supporting them, who is providing all the things that they require to function in their capacity as tech gurus, as technicians, as programmers, as whatever they are, who are the ones organizing them, booking them for trainings, doing all the things, making sure that everything runs smoothly. Those are the parts that you will fill in. You don't have to do the technical job. You can just be the one managing the team. You can be a football coach, for example, as long as you get your team to score goals at the end of the period, as long as you get them to achieve the goal. If somebody is not strong in this, but you see where the strength is, you're able to move it. You're able to do all of those things. It helps you. So you don't require to have those technical backgrounds. And it's not too technical. You do not start from scratch. Like I said, you do not have to start from scratch. You're not going to say, oh, you're going to start from the very beginning. Oh, at my age, if I start from the beginning in another 30 years, I'm not working anymore. I don't want it. Where you are, what you have, all you just need to do is to be able to adapt it to the role you're applying for. And you go ahead to apply. And just on the side, I was talking to my sister the other day about it. I read somewhere, I was watching a video somewhere, and a lady was saying, for all of us that are applying for jobs, when you apply for a job, make sure that that job you're applying for matches with your digital footprints. You want to go and apply for a job as a software tester, but on social media, your social media marketer, it has to add up, because these days the ATS have been programmed to just search more than those keywords. It goes out to look for the extra to make sure that everything is in place. So when you want to package it, you package yourself properly, you become all rounded, and then you are able to get that job. It's one
okay.
thing to apply for a job, is another thing to get the job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm gonna cut you in there. So I really would not think that is fair. So if I say I'm a software tester, but I can get to do other things. I could be dancing on TikTok, I could be cooking on YouTube. So why would that affect my job? If is I
In
hope I didn't
LinkedIn
get
as a
you wrong.
professional, yeah, in LinkedIn as a professional um, app, you want to make sure that what you put out there is the same thing as what you're applying for.
Yeah, for LinkedIn, but when you said digital footprint cuts across Facebook. So
TikTok
I
is
can be
something people do for fun. It's not professional. So nobody is going to go to TikTok to look at
no,
it to
okay.
say,
Because what when you said digital footprint, I what just came to my mind is not just LinkedIn. Digital footprint cuts across all the other social media, platforms. If Google your name right now, it's not just LinkedIn that will come out. Every
Mm,
other, your
mm.
Instagram and all of that. So, is it safe to say that okay, you have to make your LinkedIn aligned to your CV, not just like your digital footprint, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, okay. All right then. Because I was just wondering, our digital footprint, it shouldn't, it shouldn't be that serious, right? Yeah. Okay. So you are saying, sorry to cut you in short.
So another thing we should look at is our mindset. How are we prepared when you want to apply for this? Some people, they've already self-sabotaged themselves. Oh, I can't get this job. I don't think I will fit in. Oh, there are people with better qualification. So it starts from the mind. You have
Mm,
to tell yourself, the way you think about yourself would affect the path that you see yourself as possible. So
mm,
you need to work on your mindset. It's very key. Before you go out in the morning, say, before I go out today, that job, I won't get it. You definitely won't get it,
yeah.
because by the time you get there, the aura around you just presents as a failure. You've already shortchanged yourself. We need to have that growth mindset. I haven't learned it yet, but I can. I bring value to experience. There's room for me in tech. Those are the kind of mindsets that you would have when you want to
Mm,
start applying for job. It's not just saying, oh, I just put my CV there. If it's something new, if it's learnable, I will learn it. As long as somebody else is doing, and this is what I want to do, I've made up my mind to do it, I can do it.
mm,
There's so many ways we self-sabotage ourselves. We need to be able to work on our mindset. That way, we don't struggle with it. It makes the road clearer. The roadmap, it's easy for you to see, and you can
mm.
get there in good time.
So, just to add in there, a lot of all these motivational speakers, even apart from tech, they will tell you what is the goal, write the goal down, look at the goal, and you'll be able to achieve it. And
Mm,
having been someone who has trained a lot of people, I would I would not be wrong when I say that almost all the students who have come to me with doubts,
mm,
some sort of self doubt, I can't do this, I can't do this, truly, they cannot do it. But those ones who say, this thing, people are getting it, I will get it, most of the time they do get it. So I think it's very important. And thank you for highlighting that. It's very, very important that you are able to, think of something, think of, oh, you want to change career paths. Yeah, I want to do this, and you'll be able to do it. So thank you for highlighting that. I'll just let you carry on.
just for some people, it's fear of judgment. What will people say? It's not about people, it's about you. So it's not even the lack of readiness. Oh, am I ready for this? But you are worried about what people will think. It's not about what people will think. For the one of the guest speakers we had, she was my secondary school classmate, Rolly. She transitioned into tech in her later years as well. She didn't start from scratch. And she didn't say, oh, because I'm far gone in age, oh, because I have grown up children, and
Mm,
because of that, people will say, oh, I'm too old, I should leave tech for my children. She
mm,
transitioned, she became a software tester, and she has evolved into a project
mm,
manager. So you're not afraid of judgment, you're not concerned about what people will say, but
mm,
get yourself prepared, you align yourself.
mm,
Unfortunately, we are not in the position to say we're not going to transition. Everything we do right now revolves around tech. Every single thing. Technology just makes your life easy. It just helps you achieve all the things you want to do, all your set goals or your set plan as a business, as a company, as a school, whatever it is. Technology just makes your life better. You can't avoid it. So it's not a matter of choice. You have to do these things, you have
mm,
to learn it. All the new apps that are coming, you have to learn how to use it. Have to learn how to apply those things in your business, to take your business forward, to take your
mm,
education forward, to go to school, for your children to pass.
mm,
My son in school, they have this app that they use in school as students, but we as parents, we're on the same app because we go there to check what they're doing, if they are in detention, if they're having detention, if they are failing their performance in class. So you have to know how to be able to use all of these things. It's unavoidable. So the
mm,
time to say, oh no, I don't want to do it. Oh, I don't want to bother my head. I don't think I'm in the position to do it. I've passed that age. No,
Mm.
you have to do it. It's something that you have to make up your mind. As times goes on, it keeps evolving, and you have to evolve with it. Otherwise, you become irrelevant.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I think we have got so much to talk about. If we carry on with this discussion, we are not going to, we're not going to finish it because there's so much around us. But I would just like you to give one last word to our audience. Just, I know you've said it all. You've said it's all in the mindset. You can do it. You've said it all. But just that one last word that you want our audience to go home with. The floor is yours.
Okay. So I would just say this. Every time you have taught yourself a new system, every time you have changed job, every time you have become a parent, every time you have supported someone to do something, that you have helped somebody achieve their goal while you're waiting in the background, you have helped in transitioning. And this is the truth. If you have done it before, you can do it again, but this time with intention. So you intentionally help yourself transition into tech. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I'm going to have a last word for you, like you just said, if you have helped someone do this, if you have tested, if you have cooked your soup and you have tested it, you're a software tester. If you have helped somebody to see that ad, look at a business proposal, you are a business analyst. If you have looked at data, okay, this and done a budget or whatever, you can go into data analysis. If you have organized parties, you can go into project management. So if you have help to guide a team, you're the choir master and all of that, and you have the pianist, you have the choir, you have the bands, whatever. You can work as a scrum master. So we have got all of these skills in us. You get, well, we have done it before. Why don't you do it as a job and get paid for it? Yeah, that will be my last word to the audience. Apologies again. Everything is down. I cannot see comments, so I'm not able to react to comments. I'm not able to come on stage. I don't know if you can see me maybe on stage alongside you.
Not yet. No.
Everything has crashed. I apologize that today did not go so well. I'm sure we are going to repeat this episode because it is value packed and I would not want any of us to miss out on it. So, yeah, we're just going to end it here right now. Thank you so much, Mabel, for coming
Thank you
on
all
this
for having
show.
me.
Yeah.
But when you make up your mind to transition, know that transition to tech is here to help you. We
Yes,
have a
yes, yes,
roadmap, we have
yes.
a workbook that you can sit down that guides you. We have a community of people. You won't be working by yourself. We will hold your hands. You can
Mm,
ask questions, you can be yourself. All the things that are worrying you, you can unpack it, you can unburden, and we can help you achieve that goal. And then you can achieve that dream to, to earn six figures and to make your life easier, to provide for your family, to have the flexibility of time to do all the things that you want to do and to still be the best version of yourself. Thank you
yeah.
for having me. Hopefully we'll do this one more time.
We will do it
It's
many
nice
more
being
times
here.
because you can never exhaust this topic. It is such,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
it's inexhaustive. Yeah. So thank you very much, Mabel. Thank you, my audience. I
Thank you
apologize
all.
once again. I will get to see you same time, same place, same station next week, Friday. Have a good evening, everyone. Bye.
Goodbye. Bye bye.
Bye.